Hello YouTube, today we have a broken battery connector. We specialize in the power jack repairs, but this laptop has a broken power connector. I want to see if I can fix it up to see if the battery gonna be charging or not. I'll basically show you what we do here. It's gonna be probably not interesting video, but at least you can see what I'm doing to fix the power connector. If anybody, the battery connector right here, this thing basically fell off and it took the traces out from the motherboard, so hopefully I could run a few traces. Let me show you how I will try to fix it. Again, I'm not sure if it's fixable or not, but I will see. All right, let's take a look. Somewhere. All right, where are you at? Right here. Alrighty. So first of all, we got this cable here that irritates me. So I'm gonna tape it to the battery. Alright, so I taped the battery to the cable to the battery, and let's see if this is, what's that stuff here? That's just dirt. So I assume, so we got the broken trace right here, which is no big deal because we can short it with this guy here because it's the same rail. We got a broken trace here, which we can short with this guy here. Bypass, basically we can run a wire from here to here to here as well. And then we got a broken trace here and here, and I guess if I run the wire from here to here and from here to here, I should be golden, right? Alright, so let's see if we can put this guy back where it belongs. Alright, let's take a look. As you can see on the other side of the connector, which traces came off the motherboard. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traces came off the motherboard. And if we position it like... And it's also cracked, so it's not gonna be sitting there, but I hope it's gonna be sitting onto this guy here. Alright, let's see. Will it not? Alright, seems like it's gonna be... Nope, it's not. Okay, let's see in 3D graphics what we can do here. Because 2D is good, but I spent thousands on soldering equipment. And this is a 3D microscope so that all of you can see better, including me. Alright, and this microscope for some reason has this black shadow. Oh, strange. Alright. Anyways, let's stop talking and start soldering. Let's power up. Let's take a look. Alright, like that, like that. Okay. So what I want to do is I need to put some flux. In both of those places here. Alright. Alright, so here we got this guy right there. Alright. And this trace is damaged, right? So we got that guy soldered. Now, my honest opinion is this board is not working fine, because when I plug it into the power supply, it's not working. Usually laptop should work fine without the battery connected, but it doesn't work fine without the battery connected, so I'm not sure if it has to do with... Alright, so you see? So we got the minuses, we got the pluses. Now we need to bypass those three guys. We need to bypass one guy right here. We're gonna use a thicker jumper wire. Alright, so let's put this jumper wire using my fingers down to here, like that, and like that. Good job. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Yeah. Okay. Now let's cut the jumper wire. All right, so jumper wire is cut. Now let's jump the other side. All right, so let's jump the other side. All right. All right, looks good. All right. So now I want to cut that wire. Good job. Let's take a look. All right. Looks good to me. Now let's check and see if we can just rotate this guy this way. All right. All right, so looks like maybe this one needs a little bit more solder right there. Yep, as you can see right there, it needs a little bit more solder because it breaks off really fast. So let's do that right now. Let's add some flux to the equation. Okay, good job. Alrighty. Let's hold this guy down here. Push it towards this guy and solder it like that. Good job. Good job. All right. Really well soldered. Now we're gonna cut this wire. And I hope it's soldered fine everywhere else. Okay, good job. All right, so we need to run a wire from here to here. This guy, and we need to run a wire from here. Oh, that's the trace right here, right? Yeah, that's the trace, which probably we don't need anymore. And that's the trace, partial trace right here to here. Yep, right there. Okay. All right. Let's do the easy one first. Okay. All right, so this is where it gets tricky. And now let's try 3D view. Well, 3D view not gonna help us much. What I'll try to do, I'll try to lay this guy down and solder it like that. Okay. And then I can see much here, but we need to... Okay, so it kicked in right there. I needed to kick in right here on this guy. All right. Okay, I did grab on. And I need to cut this guy here. Okay. All right, and we got a solid connection. Yep, all right. So now we just need this guy here to be soldered. Alrighty, now let's check the continuity on each connection and see if it's gonna, if everything is soldered the way it's supposed to solder. All right, so here, let's try this guy. Okay, that bracket is, oh, it sits there. All right, this is fine. This is fine. That's fine. This is also fine. This guy is fine. This guy. I was hoping, I was thinking that's a ground, right? Yeah, that's a ground. Yeah. All right. So every one of those guys make connection. I want to see if those are shorting. And then are they shorting or they not shorting? That's the question. Let's take a look. All right. Are they shorting or are they not shorting? No, nothing is shorting here. So everything should be working fine. Should be. But this is really, I would say, special system, so to speak, which we're gonna try and see if it's gonna work. I will plug that guy in and I will need to plug the Asus adapter here and see, maybe it's gonna respond back, but it didn't respond on my prior tries when I was just plugging. Again, the jack was already replaced. This guy is fixed, but by the way, where is the Wi-Fi cables? That's the question. All right, the Wi-Fi cables are right here. All right, so the Wi-Fi cables are right here, which I'm gonna remove in a second. Hold on 1 second. All right, so those are the cables here for the Wi-Fi. Let's connect them to the equation. Ah, there is a water damage. Right. Okay, I remember. Again, this laptop doesn't seem like water. It's mostly, you see, the juice of some sort. So again, we can pretty much solder anything, but when it comes to the juices, really guys, nothing I can do when it comes to juices. All right, let me screw this guy back in. Again, you see right there, juice. On those guys, juice. On the other side, probably juice. And that's probably the reason why it's probably not gonna work, but we will see. All right, let's connect that guy. Let's connect this guy the way it's supposed to be connected. Like that. And again, if it's gonna work, I will hot glue everything. If it's not gonna work, I won't be bothering with hot gluing because maybe somebody else gonna be able to figure out the juicing part. All right, let me bring the power supply for it. All right, I found the power supply for this Asus, and it seems like this stuff happened. I'm not sure what's that all about. And another thing I noticed is there is no pin inside. So sometimes if there is no pin inside, there is no signal coming into the laptop saying it's a genuine Asus adapter or whatever, aftermarket but genuine, and stuff probably not working maybe because of that. So let's plug it in. And we got, let's see, do we have a voltage coming in right here? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got voltage. Yeah, we got voltage coming into the motherboard. All right. We got voltage coming to the battery. Let's see if that voltage is from the... All right, so here like that. But we don't have the battery for the light for the battery, do we? No, we don't. We don't have the light for the battery. But we do get voltage here on the battery itself. So let's see if this thing might work or might not, but probably not. Let's try and power it up. Do we get a response from the fan? We get no response from the fan. Yeah, okay, so I will try and find a different Asus adapter, which I probably don't have, that has a pin inside. Maybe because it doesn't have a pin inside. All right. Well, I'm in luck. I found another power supply for Asus. This is the original one here. This is my power supply here. This guy has the pin inside. Let's see if it will make any difference. Or it won't make a difference. And it doesn't make a difference. All right, well, time well wasted, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, nothing to report home about. Let's see. Take a look. Let's disconnect that. Disconnect that. Let's disconnect that. Usually I would disconnect that too, but right now like that. Let's see if we get voltage down here. All right, so we do get voltage here. All right. And we get voltage on the other side as well. On the other rail here. I mean, we do get the voltage going through, you don't get a charge light, and the system doesn't power up. And yeah, we'll leave it on the back burner, or maybe there is something underneath the juice spill. But yeah, no luck. Even though this is the Asus adapter here. Let me try one more time and see the spillage here. This guy, this guy here. Let's see and power it up. Nothing. Anyways, I will let it plugged in, leave it plugged in, and see maybe it's gonna charge up the battery, and maybe it's gonna start working. So here. All right, how about like that? Do I get, basically I'm making sure the connection is connected. Yeah, nothing, my friends. All right. Anyways, if you have a battery connector issue or a power connector issue, send it over. I will solder it up, no big deal. Again, try not to mess things up while you're trying to fix your laptop. Otherwise, you will get this. All right. Okay, thanks so much. And you guys take care and have a good day. Leave a like, subscribe. Thank you. Bye.